ridiculous. Ridiculous. God, I hit the record skipped again.
Great start.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm sick. I don't feel good. And I'm not too sharp either. I felt absolutely obligated to do this. I almost did it last night. You can ask Dave, but it just... Make a long story short, I have an asthma problem that's really intermittent. It actually can go 6 months without happening. And I couldn't breathe. And my wife brought home medicine that was, I thought was gummy bears. Or actually, I just didn't think it was going to hurt me. So I took an abundance of this medicine, which gave me stomach ache. So the stuff that was supposed to clear my throat so I could breathe actually ended up giving me these ridiculous fucking cramps where I couldn't even sit down. I had to lay down.
But why? Why did you get the cramps from them?
Because they're like citron or I don't know what the fuck they're supposed to be. I was supposed to. They tasted like.
You're asking Tommy to pronounce.
They're fucking gummy bears, dude. They tasted like gummy bears.
I want you to
say
gummy bears.
They're gummy bears. I like gummy bears. It's not a fucking secret. I like gummy bears. So I was literally like fucking dying, and it wasn't like that fart type of gas. It was just that jabbing fucking fuck you, you fuck me, I'm your stomach, fuck you, I gotcha.
Like every time you try to sit up, it
and like this. I was like talking to Dave, and I was like cramped over like a fucking bitch in the fetal position while I was in this chair because it was really awful. It sucked. I definitely wanted to do this. I like to
call it 40-year-old stomach.
Yeah. Oh, it sucked, dude. Well, I drink like a old fish. So that's it. So anyway, look. There's a few good things we want to address, and then I'm going to take whatever questions you have about Baited, and I will tell you what I know and right now, and then you guys can hit me with whatever you want. I can take any question you want. Because I basically covered everything yesterday. First things first, thank you for 30,000 subscribers. I don't break it unless yesterday's shows have it. That is not lost on me. There is a narrative out there, admittingly it's a minority of people, but it needs to be addressed, that me, Keem, and Clown are doing some kind of work. I want you to think about that, Baited fan. Why would Clown be so upset that when he got worked over the Zoe Baited situation, and considering that, I mean, he was really upset about it, and then participate in something like this? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Now, it's rock solid evidence that we're not doing it, but I want you to think about Clown's reputation. Now, I will put my reputation on the line. This is not a work. This is not a work. People may be changing their minds and stuff like that. I mean, stuff like this happens in projects. No one's trying to work anybody over. And I don't know what it's going to take. I mean, I could say I swear on my kids, but I'm not religious and I don't believe in God, and that doesn't mean anything. You know, I go with the whole George Carlin thing, smearing my mother's tits. What do I care about my mother's tits for? I don't care. And that whole act. But I'm telling you, I'm basing my whole, there is no work, I gotcha, you're baited type thing going on here. I was left with the impression that the podcast was over, and I broadcast because this podcast, TommyC's SFTP, is about me and my friends, and I talk about what's going on in my life. That's the purpose of this channel, or at least what it became. That's
the point.
You know, well, it was originally what Shot from the Point Live was supposed to be, and then just things changed. You know, whatever. It was what it was.
It's called evolution.
Yes, it was called Evolution.
And it's
then
wonderful.
I have this small little YouTube channel, and I'm a part of this like mega podcast. And that's, you know, there's a lot of things that's what's going on in my life a lot. And people like to hear me talk about that. So that's what I do. Oh God, I wish I turned that fucking phone off. I hate that. It's like, you know, I've gotten, ever since I was in the Army, I've gotten like them. Like, you know how they used to freak out, Dave, when you had like a phone go off?
You yelled at me for this.
Oh, I hate this. It makes me so mad.
Because I yell at you because you have a radar for calling in every fucking time I want to record a show.
Yeah.
Every time me and Dave did a show, Tommy would call.
Every time I fucking
turn your fucking phone off.
Every time, if I have food around me, if I'm about to do a show, I swear to God, Tommy fucking has a radar and he calls me and I'm like, yep, okay.
Well, have a regular schedule, for Christ's sakes. I stopped.
It is regular.
You fucking do streams sometimes and don't do them others. Who the fuck are you kidding?
I'm just saying. I mean, I no.
Getting back on nobody's working anybody. I would not work people and say the baited thing because I know damn well I would get a shit ton of donations for it, and I appreciate every one of them. And the outpouring of emotion and the get rid of Gizmo. I'm being serious. Then you can give Gizmo Gizmo. Yeah, and you and your fucking elf ears. Look at your ears. You should be humiliated coming on here like that. I'll get into that later.
Don't talk about my deformity.
You look ridiculous. You look ridiculous.
No. You will not bash people with big ears. No.
Oh.
All right. Shut up. Okay, big chin. Shut the fuck up. I'm talking here because this is kind of important. The outpouring of emotion, the letters and the emails and stuff like that have been overwhelming. And every time I read them, it makes me relive the other night when we did that show. I would not do any kind of work or stuff with your emotions and tell you that I don't know. Now, since then, Keem has made an apology and he's expressed an interest in working. I have always had an interest in working, and the reason I was so upset is because I thought I wasn't working. Here's the latest news. Talk to Clown, and all three of us are going to have a meeting. I don't think the time's been sent, but it's going to be sometime in the next 24 hours. I'm not in the mood to do it today, basically because I'm not 100%, and I need to be sharp, clear, and we need to come up with a scenario to save this podcast and get over ourselves and move forward and get the stuff, because that's what the fans want at the end of the fucking day. They want baited, and but we obviously got to straighten some shit out so this doesn't happen again. I would much rather have a menial job than not know if I have a job week to week. That's the God's honest truth. So we got to straighten stuff out. And I know I said this before. I hope I'm right this time. I think it's workable. I think we can come to some kind of solution where this A doesn't happen again, and B we can all get along, because I don't want financial stuff getting out there. It's none of your fucking business. But at the same time, thank you for 30K. So many YouTubers would want 30K. We've watched some of our friends do this before me and Dave. We've never, to be a part of it and get your shit in the map means the world to us. And I wouldn't play with your fucking emotions to steal, because that's exactly what it would be, stealing from the public for sympathy. And I wouldn't do that. And I base my reputation on that. All right.
I think most people know that.
I do, but there is,
and the people who are saying it, you're not going to.
There's some goofballs that are running exposed videos that actually don't have any proof in their videos. They just point to me saying that Keem paid me or something like that one time. Keem, yeah, to put that out there. Keem's paid me 3 times. All right, once he paid me because the podcast wasn't going over as quickly as possible. It was like the leafy and great things going on. I'm getting clobbered. If we stop this podcast now, it's just going to die because everybody hates my guts. Here's a certain amount of money, tied you over. Then next month I got another one of them, right? And then when we started the podcast a couple months after that, I got a microphone and stuff like that. He paid for that all. So that's about $1,500 all. It was just holdover money. Keem doesn't pay me as far as a paycheck. It doesn't work that way. We are an equal business partnership. Now, you all know about it. It's 50, 30, 20. That's the way it works. I've yet to get a baited check. Now, because of the popularity of baited, I'd be able to scratch out a few bucks over here because of Keem's promotion and the baited podcast. That's the truth. That's the truth. Keem doesn't pay me a paycheck. Technically, he's not even my boss. He is, he's the biggest. He has got the biggest share of the show. We are business partners. That's it. Now, I might call him boss or one time because, let's face it, he's the big attraction. But he's not my boss, and that's the way things work. So when I say Keem paid me in the Leafy episode, that doesn't mean the checks kept coming in. Those were, I'm sorry, take this money, take care of yourself while we get this whole thing with Leafy and Great straightened out. Which, by the way, I helped straighten out.
It's all semantics, man.
All right, I know.
People are take it the way they're going to take it.
I know. Just to make that thing. 718-395-7660. Hit me with your best shot. Tell me what you got. I'm gonna let me take. I'm
gonna give them their gizmo that they gave the 300
I like the
likes
kid with
for,
no
though.
friends. I don't know why I like that.
I'm gonna
name.
give that to them.
The kids with no friend. Thank you so much for 250. I love Jeff. Congrats 30K. Good to see you're feeling better. Hi Dave. Hi Jeff. Also, I love Jeff. Jeff's gonna get some chicks.
Yeah.
The kid with no friends. You're on the air on Discord. Kid with no friends.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah. What do you got for me, buddy? One question each.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Not really a question. Just wanted to say I'm glad to have you back.
Yeah.
Hope you get feeling better.
Will do.
I didn't really.
You missed a day.
Missed a day. I missed one day. I look. Here's the thing.
I know.
Here's a dirty secret. Let's say I lose my job. I lose my job. The beta podcast falls apart, and I have to go fucking shine shoes or whatever. Which I'll do. I'll go work at McDonald's if I have to. I don't really give a shit, right? I'm still gonna do this because I was
shine box, Tommy.
I was doing yeah, get your fucking shine box. I was doing this when I was unemployed. I certainly could do this when I have a menial job. My wife never told me I couldn't do this, so I'm not going anywhere. Shot from the Point is going nowhere. Not the talk show, not the hockey show. Might change due to my restraints, but it's not going anywhere. I mean, even if I got like a second shift, like a 5 to 12 thing, then I'll broadcast when I get home and sleep afterwards, and then wake up at noon and go to work again, or something like that. So I'm not going anywhere. Thanks for the call, buddy. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Wish the best for you. Good luck.
Thanks, brother. You're a good man. You're a good one. Let's see if we can get the calls in here. 718-395-7660. 718-395-7660. Just a reminder again, we no longer tape Skype calls. We can't. The new setup doesn't allow it.
Skype sucks.
This way your numbers can't be exposed anymore or anything like that since Skype blows. And we're just using the Skype phone number or the Discord. Download Discord.
Download Discord.
My Discord.
So much easier.
I tell you, it's Discord can do you. I'm gonna give them free advertisements. There is so many cool things you can do. Start your own gaming team. Socialize. It's new social media. It's really cutting edge as far as it's changing things. And we probably might be getting calls from. We very likely might be getting calls from. Discord one day, or doing the whole show via Discord one day, because it's just a nice piece of social media that's just growing and growing and growing and making the internet that much better to deal with. 860, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, Tommy, what's going on, man?
You tell me, brother.
Well, I have a 13-page paper which is overdue for one of my college classes, so you tell me.
You're fucked. You're fucked. Finish a paper and end up finish a paper and end up like me.
What are you doing on here?
Yeah, what are you doing on here? You know what? You're gonna fuck that up and end up having to join the army and shit like I did.
Right? I'm taking a quick break. I've been busting my ass on this fucking.
All right, fair enough. What do you got for me, bud? You got a question?
Yeah, I do have a question. First of all, I'd like to preface this by saying that I love the work that you have done, and I love the work that Keem and Clown have done along with you on Baited. I think that you guys are all incredibly entertaining.
Thanks, man.
I love the stuff that you guys are up to.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service also. I was a civil service for 7.5 years, so I understand where you're coming from with that.
All right.
I would like to ask you really quickly, are you aware of some of the other business ventures that Keem has attempted in the past?
Yes, some of them. Not probably all of them, but I am aware that not all the podcasts worked out. Yes, that's true. I am somewhat aware of that.
Yeah, he's done a lot more than like podcasts and stuff, though.
Yeah. He's been very successful and unsuccessful with some other stuff, but that's neither here nor there. I knew that going in. Look, I always laugh when people say Donald Trump had businesses go bankrupt. Yeah, all guys that take big chances do have stuff like that. So yeah, I was aware of it.
605 he also posted a profit.
I knew. Here's another thing too. Let's look at the position I was in a couple months ago. Let's say all of Keem's projects failed. I wasn't really in a position where I could say no anyway. You know what I'm saying? You there, bud? Yeah, I wasn't really in a position. Like I had nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. And I think the podcast is legendary. If it ends on episode 13 or 14 or whatever it might be, I'm super proud of it. So
I'm gonna go back and listen once in a while. I think that's just incredibly funny.
Yeah, I think it's really good, and I don't think it works without all three of us, perfectly. I am well aware that I don't know if I could ever top something like this. In fact, I'm quite aware of it. So, but yeah, I knew Keem. But see, the things about business guys like Keem, some stuff works, sometimes doesn't. Those guys just keep taking chances. I like that. That's actually what attracts me to Keem. And he said, why? I asked him, why are you picking me? He says, I want to win, because he thought he could win. I like that. That's the part about him, the chance taking, that I really respect and like about him. The other stuff. I don't know if the next episode's going to come out or not, but the other stuff, yeah, there's other things I don't like about him. but I don't think he's a horrible human being, and certainly I've done nothing but benefit from our relationship. And he's not as horrible.
Situation,
and he's
man.
not
That's
as
what it
horrible
is.
as people say. This Satan, like I'm gonna call them out right now. These colossaliscrazy fans, some of them, not all of them, that they treat Keem like a fucking Lex Luthor or a fucking cartoon bad guy. You're wrong. You're inaccurate.
Every fan base is gonna have those people.
Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
you're right about that.
Yeah,
Like,
he's not that bad.
People just decided to take Clown's side of it because he defended Green and Leafy.
Yeah. And so yeah, exactly. And look, I understand what Clown was doing, making fun. He was protecting his own friends. But here's the thing: everybody called me a dick sucker and Keem a liar. Guess what? We were right.
Yeah.
We were right. And Clown gets a fucking pass if you ask me, because he was defending his buddies.
Clown's always going to have that inherent, fan base that's always going to side with him because he's usually coming from a moral standpoint.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's a lot easier to get on board with that. I'm not saying that he doesn't take risks, because he certainly does. But because when you're always coming from that standpoint, it gives you a little bit of an advantage. You're always going to have people, detractors, who are going to fucking throw hate no matter what the fuck you do. You can be the most gifted, talented fucking YouTuber on the planet. Doesn't matter. That's why, like, most of the time, I just stop fucking responding to it.
Everybody has haters. Everybody.
There's nothing you can do. You're not going to convince them. You can give the most fucking eloquent argument as to why it's false, and it doesn't fucking matter if they
Look
think
at
you're
this
a dick
election.
sucker.
Look at the election.
You're a dick sucker. I mean,
860. Thank you very much for the call. I do appreciate it. So that's the way I was aware. I want to see Jeff battle Leafy, chin versus chinless. It's terrible. Oh, I think Leafy watches sometimes. I actually think Leafy watches from time to time.
Oh man, now I'm just thinking of that venue where they can do it. What fucking places? All the puns just rolling through my fucking
Well,
head.
he's gonna have to pay for it. So
I've decided to do this, and I didn't really want to do this. I'm calling out Alex. I'm Alex a little bit because this is fucking bothering me. Alex made a video and got a bunch of subs, and congratulations, did a good job and everything. And I just want to point out something. Why Alex used my name in a manner, and it almost felt like a threat in his famous video that I somehow, like, I was there for this whole conversation between Keemstar and for this whole conversation with Keemstar, and I know what he's saying is the 100% truth. So I can't. I have to back him up, or since the Baited Podcast isn't around anymore, I have to back him up. So I'm sorry, buddy. I got to do this to you, and I'm going to ask you never to do this to me again and put me in this kind of position. While you did have the facts of what Keem said in your video, most of the facts, and the $5,000, and the fact that he sort of left out the 30-30-30 part, here's where you didn't tell the truth. And I was there, okay? I'm saying that the crux of your video is correct. But there's a real fucking problem that I had. You don't have to fucking change the narrative. It's either you're lying or you took it that way. Because you started your video off saying that he came in snarling and he was angry and he was yelling. That's not true. That's not even a little bit true. Keem came in that Discord conversation that I was involved in, that was in the Alex video, and he was respectful, and you guys were respectful to him. In fact, at one point, Alex, you said to Keem, you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't, with the colossaliscrazy fans, because they think you're sort of this ultimate evil no matter what you do, whether you're right or wrong or telling the truth or not. So I really didn't appreciate you using my name and painting a false narrative. I don't know how anybody could have came away from that conversation. Thank you very much, $50. I sent you the life of Brian
shit.
Jiff. Yeah, wow. And stop worrying about the haters. Merry Christmas, Dave, Tommy, and Jeff. Forget Jeff versus Leafy. Leafy first James Ellsworth. Woo! But
yeah.
going back.
Oh yeah.
Alex.
Ellsworth needs to go first before Leafy. Jesus Christ.
Alex, I don't know how you could have come away from that conversation saying that Keem was out of control. That's not true. That's not true.
I could tell you exactly how.
Yeah.
The first thing he said in the video when he referred to Keem, he called him a dickhead. He referred to him as dickhead the entire video.
They were both polite to each other.
He has an axe to grind.
They were
has an axe to grind.
They were both polite to you. I didn't understand that at all. I was shocked. Now, I'm not saying everything in that video is bullshit. Yeah. I was there for a lot of it, but I'm only going to back you up on what's true, kid. And don't you dare ever do that to me again. Ever. That really pissed me off because it almost felt like I got to back you up. No, I don't. I just got to tell the truth. He didn't come in. You guys were respectful to him. He walked into the Dungeon of the Beast where you guys sit around and you say what a rotten person Keemstar is and what a great person Clown is, you know, and you get together. He was respectful to you. He was absolutely respectful. I remember him saying, like, some of you guys are YouTubers. Some of you guys understand this. Yeah, sometimes even when you're right, Keem, you know, and this is something you said, Alex, it doesn't even matter because these types of fans aren't going to believe you no matter what. But you painted it like he was coming in screaming and yelling and telling lies. Now, if you honestly feel that he was screaming and yelling, I'm not calling you a liar, Alex. If you honestly feel that way, well, then you honestly feel that way. But in a sense, that's the same thing you're accusing. Like, I don't think Keem is lying about his interaction with Clown. I think what's happening is Keem took what Clown said the wrong way and thought that he was threatening. Yes, he did leave key information out of that conversation, information that I wasn't aware of them than I am now. But here's the thing. When you're going to do these videos and critique people, tell the truth. Tell the truth. It didn't happen. And don't you dare throw my fucking name in there and say that I have to back you up because I was there. Yeah, I was there. He wasn't screaming and yelling. He was a perfect gentleman. And so were you guys. You didn't have to do that. All you had to do is leave that part out. You could have called him a dickhead and done all that, and your video would have been fine. It would have been a perfect criticism. Could have totally backed it. But you bring me in there like you're fucking crucifix with fighting a vampire. That's not fair to me. Don't do that again. Just tell the truth. I like you, Alex.
It was interesting. It was interesting when I watched the video because you had told me exactly what had happened, like before I watched the video.
Yeah.
And his version of it was so different than the version you told me. And I was sitting there, I was just like, but I dismissed it immediately because to me, it was so obvious that he has a fucking axe to grind. It's so obvious. So I didn't take the video very seriously. I got to be honest. And because when you watch somebody that's so far, so biased against the topic, it's hard to take it seriously.
Yeah.
And that's my one criticism.
Well, I mean, I don't even care that he has an ox to grind with Keem.
Sure.
Like, it's fine. Yeah. I don't give a shit. Like, make your exposed videos. Go right ahead. Feel fucking free. Yeah. You know? But, I mean, don't fucking throw my name in there and say that I have to, but basically suggest that I have to defend your narrative, especially when I don't think your narrative is true. He was fine. I had talked to him about 15 minutes before I went in there. You know? Look, here's what I think happened. I think Clown said, wouldn't it be cool if we talked about our percentage on the podcast? I think Keem took that as Clown's doesn't get his own way. He's gonna leave the podcast. I think Keemstar flipped the fuck out and made a terrible mistake and saying the podcast was over on Twitter and going to the public about our fucking money, which still pisses me off to this day.
It was certainly a miscalculation. Yeah,
you have plenty to criticize there, Alex. Tons to criticize without saying he was a bastard. You don't have to do that. And like I said, Alex, I've gone on record. You've called here before, and I like you. But I tell you something. If I didn't like you, this video would be a lot different. And let that be a warning to any other fucking YouTuber. I'm letting you off the hook because I think you're a nice kid. And I like people that own the fact that they're drama people. I don't like people, I'm not drama, I'm a YouTube creator. I like that about you. And that's about the only reason I don't light you the fuck up. Because I'm furious. And ask Dave, I've been furious about this for 24 hours.
Yeah, yes. I was expecting this. Yeah. I was waiting for it. I knew it was coming.
Don't lie. And if you didn't, if you're not lying, what the fuck? How is that him screaming and yelling and acting crazy?
I think that's the most important thing to look at whenever you're talking in any context about TommyC. Is this? You can call him a dickhead, you can call him an asshole. Don't fucking blatantly lie on him. And I think that's a good rule for anybody. But
you used me for your false narrative, saying that I had to back you up because I was there, and you showed a screenshot of me being in the Discord conversation. That puts me in a terrible spot.
It does.
I don't like that. Don't do it again.
As Mark Twain says, there's no reason to lie because if you tell the truth, there's a lot less to remember.
Remember,
that's
in mind, kids. You don't have to do it. And your video is good otherwise. I thought it was pretty good. And I like your videos. I think you're a good kid.
It was entertaining.
Yeah, and you know the thing is, your comment at the end of the video that people are, I'll get to you in a second, caller. The people are bad if they want to make YouTube a business. Well, that just shows you that that shows me that you don't get what's going on over here. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. If somebody wants to invest and use YouTube as a vehicle for a business, God bless them. That means they're probably hiring people. A business is a good thing, not a bad thing. Money's not evil. Money is about as evil as a butter knife. I could put it through Dave's eyeballs, but I could also spread
it's like
butter.
Anything else, yeah.
You know, and when you say something like that, you should use YouTube, and if money comes, then it's okay. If money comes, it comes. But you shouldn't look at it as a business. That's fine. That's your opinion. That's fine. But I mean, sitting there painting everybody like a jerk because it's a business.
When you follow it up with, if you look at it as a business, you're a piece of shit in my eyes. That's a little bit different.
Guess what, Alex? You're looking at my business, and you fucking used my name in a lie. That's my business. Whether you think I should be a business or not, you're fine to have that holier than thou opinion. Now I'm getting pissed more and more I think about it. Who's paying your fucking phone bill, you or your mom?
It's a good thing you don't have heart problems.
I'm getting pissed just thinking about this shit. Owen Bellsprout, you're on here.
Saying that money corrupts and all that stuff. Money is the fucking same as anything else. It has the potential for very good.
This is my fucking business. You don't use my fucking name in a false narrative. That's it, Alex. You want to talk to me offline, we could do it. Not today, because I'm not in a fucking mood. But don't ever do that shit again.
And not
What's
today.
your name?
I
Owen.
wouldn't.
Owen's in Discord. What's up? Owen?
Oh, God.
Owen blew it.
Owen
There we
Bells.
go.
Is Shooter McGavin still
out
in
of
there?
here.
Oh, Shooter McGavin, that's great.
He was in there. I was going to ask him a question. I was going to ask him if he eats pieces of shit for breakfast.
701, you're on the air. 701, you're on the air, and you're not going to be in a second. Yep. Now I'm in a pissy mood.
Fucking done. You're
Come
fucking
on.
done. Give us something.
Dimitri, you're on the air.
701, you're on the air. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Yeah, you better turn that shit off, because you're going to end up just like that guy.
Yeah, no, I just turned it off.
All right, what's up?
I just want to say thanks for everything, man. The podcast has been fucking amazing.
I'm glad you like it.
Like, really, really good. And correct me if I'm wrong here, but it's kind of like on hold right now. You guys are discussing it tonight, or?
Yes, it's not 100% in the bag. We're coming back, but I think it's more than likely that we will.
Okay, so my question is, now that I know that, my question is, you said in earlier podcasts before the news that the Beta podcast was ending, you said you'd be taking more of a opinionated role, right? You'd be expressing yourself more than the Zoe Berger one because you were kind of under fire for that one.
Yes and no. Let me correct that. Here's the thing. I'm a very detached person. I didn't give a fuck that it was a work between those two. It offended Clown. It didn't offend me.
No one got hurt.
But I didn't like the fact that I came off as somebody who didn't defend my friend. I just didn't think it was a very big deal. So this had more to do with my call with Leafy, that I was terrified that Keem would find out about it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to live my life on the internet and not worry about how that, because I can talk to who I want, I can interact with who I want, what have you. Look, I'm not going to go shout out Scarce and say, he's the best fucking new guy on the planet. He isn't. Keemstar is. I'm not going to do anything like that, but I'm going to interact with people the way I see fit. Baited or no baited. That's what I meant by that. I never have held back and baited. Let me be clear.
All right, thanks.
All right.
That's all.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, here's the thing. If you think I'm holding back, I just don't give a fuck. Or I think the fucking thing's funny, you know?
I mean, I have another question, but it's...
Sure, go ahead. I like you, so go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
Okay. Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, it's completely not related to the Beta podcast. That's why I'm holding back on it.
All right.
It's good. It's good. You've alluded to, like, watching esports before.
Yes.
And I was wondering if, like, what types you watch and, like, what teams you cheer for.
Teams. I followed esports when I used to listen to DJ Wheat. Do you know who he is? He used to do, like,
sorry.
I really love sports radio, okay? So about in 2009 and 10, I listened to a guy named DJ Wheat, and now he's like a producer or a director at Twitch, right? And he covered Street Fighter, which is probably my favorite, Street Fighter 4 at the time, StarCraft, what was the other big one? Dota, stuff like that. And I did get, because I love sports. I absolutely love sports. I'm a huge sports fan, obviously, if you're a huge hockey fan. But like sports, I'm interested in the whole league and not necessarily one team or anything. I'm interested in the advent. I remember asking Keem, I'm like, what goes on in MLG? And I used to watch some MLG too. Oh, World of Warcraft. I liked, I guess I tried to understand it, the 5-on-5 or 3-on-3 PvP. I think the best esports and the easiest one that translates is probably Street Fighter. That's the best. I love Justin Wong and stuff like that. I think that translates the best. And anything first person shooter I can get my hands around, whether it be CS:GO or what's the other big one now? I guess Call of Duty. But I don't know.
I know.
Call of Duty. No,
that's dead.
Now
it is. Yeah, I guess it is. I don't know much.
Jetpacks, Call of Duty. Great job. Ruining awesome.
Dimitri, I don't know enough about it, but I like competition. Oh, I did watch. I watched the semifinals for Rocket League. I love Rocket League.
I know what you can watch this Sunday, Tommy. I know there's a new team that you could be paying attention to.
What, your Smite team?
Team Copious, the new fucking Smite team.
Smite.
First tournament on Sunday.
I smite your Smite team along with that stupid hat. Thanks for the call, Dimitri. I appreciate it.
You love my hat.
Fuck your team. 301, you're on the air.
Hey,
Quake 3, General Croak. Quake 3, got it. Love it. Not much. Wanted to give to you all. Thank you guys and keeping in the scene. Some issues recently. Your content, keep it up, man. If the end is here, if not, kick ass. Also, Jeff should do gum reviews. He likes to chew a lot of it. You're on the air, buddy. What's up? What's on your mind, bro?
Hey, my name's G, and I just wanted to say I feel like the main issue with Baited, and I just joined the live stream, so I don't know if you guys are talking about this, but I feel like Keem only mentioned it in his videos a couple times, and I feel like it didn't get the publicity that it needed.
What's that?
And it just didn't really appeal to people as much as it should have. Like, I feel like if you guys got out there,
what are you talking about? What didn't appeal to people?
Oh, I'm talking about the Baited podcast. I feel like if Keem had advertised it a little better, because he had the biggest outlet out of all you guys.
What do you mean? It's on Drama Alert all the time, buddy. I've been on Drama Alert before. I've been on Drama.
It was on Drama Alert, but the thing was, I felt like he kind of wiggled it in there, like, oh, go subscribe to Baited.
I didn't feel that way.
That's just how I felt, and I felt like it needed a little bit more of an outlet to get out to people.
Okay.
And, I think, like, if you guys started doing it, like, a little bit more publicly and started getting more people involved, I thought then it would have really taken off.
I don't know. It seems like it took off to me, pal. Thanks for the call, man. I don't think there's any. I can't.
I really wanted to ask that guy.
No, because then we'd have been there all day.
440. This goddamn podcast.
440, you're on the air. Yeah, talking about this podcast.
Well, everybody's got a podcast.
Yeah, 440, you're on the air.
Keemstar.
Yes. All right, you're obviously an idiot. Let's put something else on. I have no fucking time for this shit. Angel, you're on the air.
I love that people call in and that's what they do.
Yeah, Angel, you're on the air.
I wanted to say thank you for all the entertainment.
Thank you.
And also thank you for helping me with my depression, because a podcast made me laugh.
Yeah, that's good.
And that
well,
was
I just want to make this clear. I've had an abundance of letters that are overwhelming and they choke me up and stuff like that of people saying similar stuff than you. But I just want to be very clear to people that feel, I'm going to use you as an example. I hope you don't mind, for other people.
No, it's fine.
The only thing that cures depression is going to doctors. I can't help you with depression. So please don't count on me. I hope you're taking care of yourself, as I am speaking to other people out there that have told me that are down. And I've been there too. The people that are depressed, please do not use this as your only thread to life. Go get help. Now, I'm not saying that's what you're doing, Angel. I'm not saying that. But I just wanted to I've gotten so many letters that people are saying, like, this is my one thing, and this is Baited, or even my show in some cases. But I just want to be clear that I hope you guys are getting help. But what's going on, Angel? Do you have any questions?
Tommy's yet to get his FDA certification for antidepressant.
Yes, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a douchebag from New Jersey. That's really what it is at the end of the day. But go ahead, Angel.
I don't really have any questions. I just wanted to comment that I really like Baited.
You getting help? Are you getting help for your depression?
Yeah, I just now recently got help for it, so that's good.
Good.
But watching beta just kind of.
If that helps, super.
Yeah,
if that makes you laugh, super. If you like this show, super. That's fucking great. It's a bug out.
If a goddamn dog can fucking be, a remedy, why can't beta? Fuck.
But I don't like this. And I'm not saying you said this, Angel. I don't know what I'm gonna do without it. That scares the shit out of me. All right, and I'm just talking to those people. You got to get help, man. You got to get help, man. That's what I'm saying.
Get your doctor's approval before you imbibe beta in mass doses. Very true.
I don't need that on my head. Angel, it's good talking to you. Best of luck to you in the future.
Too.
Take care.
Thanks.
What a sweetheart. What a very sweet girl.
Very sweet.
It's a weird response. I mean, I can't run my life around in my podcast around people's depression and stuff like that. I mean,
you can't help everybody.
But I do.
No, you just look. That's why you just say thank you and move on.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best. 760. You're on here.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna try.
Hey, yeah, how's it going, guys?
You can, and I got cut off.
Keemstar wasn't a bad guy. Neither was Clown. Hopefully, you guys get this all sorted out. I think we will. I hope we will. I was wrong last time, but I'm thinking we might. 760. You're on the air.
Never know.
Oh, I was gonna ask guys. This is the moment of truth, right? Every other question did not matter, but this one.
Okay.
Then I'm Dave. TommyC. Which one of you guys had a higher PT score when you were in the Army?
Oh, that's a good question. Like all time? I don't remember.
What's the
what was your highest
hit,
PT score, Dave? Dave was probably a better athlete than me.
Once, right out of AIT, I scored a 275.
Yeah, but see, Dave played football. I was like out of shape when I went to basics, so it wasn't fair.
Right out of AIT, my first PT test at 2.6 infantry, I scored a 275.
Oh, so you
never fucking got close.
All right,
again.
well here's your answer then.
Should I do this PT test?
Oh, you're a 300.
Yo, you're a good 300. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
You would smoke it. It's not even a challenge.
Anyway.
I'll tell you. So he got a 2-something. All right. So he did Dave did an extended scale PT test. I never did. So that tells you everything you need to know. I just passed and I went to the bar, Does that answer your question, buddy?
It was 60.
Yeah, like, you're good at your push-ups? I will say this. Until I started getting over, I was 28 when I joined, and I always, when I got back into shape, because they had to kick me in the teeth and put me in Fat Boy PT. But when I got back, when I got to my duty station, I was scoring between the 17 or the 18 and 21 block. You needed to do that to go to airborne school, but that didn't work out. So. Whatever.
I figured we had to have scored higher because you did go to you went to the airborne.
That's true. That's true. So I would have had but the airborne school you only had to do you only had to do pull-ups. You had to do 10 pull-ups or something like that. Like
I couldn't do one pull-up to save my fucking life at any point in the Army.
But you know what? I thought I could. That's funny because when I went, I thought I could do pull-ups, and I'm like, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm cold, because that's what I started to realize. I'm starting to age because I wasn't taking care of myself, like I should have. So I literally, every time I walked by a pole, I literally eventually started pulling up my own weight. It was really, really fucking hard, dude. And nobody helped me. I did. Do you remember Fort Gordon? They had those pull-up bars all over Fort Gordon. Dude?
Yes, I do.
Yes, every time I walked back by, and I made a jackass of myself because people would come, that's pathetic, soldier. That's pathetic. I do it in uniform, but I kept doing it because I wanted to go to airborne school so bad. What? Yeah, I failed Pure. So they sent. I went to the. I was in the 41 club.
Hey, he
41.
He
41,
got a job
41.
working radios, and now he can't even figure out how to
can't
use
fish.
Skype.
One
Thanks for the call, buddy.
Did I score well on a PT test? After that, it went all fucking downhill.
Yeah. Thanks, 30K.
My body started deteriorating.
Listen, I do want to make this abundantly clear. Maybe I'll put this. I cannot read all the donations. I get to them when I can because we are doing a talk show, but I do get to them when I can. If there's a really, really good one, Dave, make sure you stop me and we'll go back and look at it. All right. But thank you.
I don't read that
but shit. I don't want, or somebody sees one.
I'll make myself useful.
Yeah.
Jeff, do something, Jeff, except be bad timing.
I can take my shirt off again. That'll.
Yeah. Them. I don't know which. Them. You're on the line. Isn't that the Powder Puff Girls bad guy? Them is gonna blow it. Looks like. Nick. Tommy, did you have any gay experiences in the Army? No, they were illegal when I was there. Now they're mandatory, from what I understand. No.
We're not going to talk about that one night in Holmesfeld.
No, the one night in Holmesfeld. Here's a good name. I love the good name. Chief Dong. Chief Dong, you're in here.
That's a great name.
Chief?
Oh.
You didn't make it.
See, you guys claim how awful I am, but you guys can't figure out to get your shit right.
Banana grabber. You're on the air.
Hey, how's it going, man?
You tell me. What do you want? What do you got?
Well, I heard the caller earlier about depression, and I know this is completely off topic, but it's something that's very near and dear to my heart. So can I please say something really quick?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, that depression is something. If you have it, 1 in 3 Americans have it. So if you don't know if you have it, or if you have a feeling that something's going on, please see professional medical attention.
Yeah, I said that, buddy. I put that out there. I mean,
I know, yeah, sorry.
I did. I think I was pretty good about that. Yeah,
I think we did handle.
I think we handled this. Do you have a question for Baited, sir?
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to say it again.
No, it does. It hurts my fucking ears. It's making me depressed. What do you got, Banana Grabber? I know you got something better than that. Come on now.
Okay, all right. Today I was actually listening to your outtakes on the show.
Yeah, it's good stuff, right?
Point.
Yes. Good stuff, right?
And I have them all saved offline. And the joke you played, with
Jake,
the troll on him with the N-word.
Yeah, yes. The N-word troll. Yeah, it was one of the
best
ones.
That got me really good, dude.
All right, yeah. Check Jake Link. He was fucking off, so we decided to play a joke on him, and it's really good. What was it called? The Chris Russo.
Is it a Chris Russo?
Yeah, the Chris Russo.
I think it's called The Reason Why He's Now on Nerd and the Jerk.
He wasn't happy about that. Yeah, he left and went to Dave after that. You know that? He works for Dave now.
Tomorrow night.
He won't work for me anymore.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's true. He goes with Dave. Thanks to the
He's
call.
Mine now.
He's gonna give me. I almost want a tough question, so it doesn't look like I'm pussing out. So I'll just take a random. These are random. The phone calls are random, and I don't screen shit.
Just start overreacting to all questions.
I guess.
Just start yelling. Start yelling.
440.
Keemstar is the greatest YouTuber of all time.
He certainly is. You don't have to prank me. You can talk.
Right now.
What's up, dude?
What's up, man? You don't have to prank me. I'll take a call, bro.
Pretty good.
What's up? What's on your mind?
About to come back?
I hope so, dude. We're gonna work on it tomorrow.
Dude, I'm hoping so too, man. You do a great job, though.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Keemstar's fucking. Keemstar is one of the greatest YouTubers of all time. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, dude,
if he quits tomorrow, he has a permanent mark on this website. There's no doubt about it.
Without a doubt, man. The YouTube community needs Keemstar, man. Because some of these people are so scummy. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, well, I tend to. I've always enjoyed Keem even before we met. So, thanks for the call, brother. I appreciate it. Take care.
No problem, man. Thanks for the hard work, dog.
Oh, thanks. That means a lot to me, bro. Thank you. We got to do what Rush Limbaugh does. Ditto. You know what that means? Ditto heads. Because people call in, and you don't want to be a dick about it. Like, I really appreciate everything I appreciate to do. And what they do is they go ditto or mega dittos or dittos or something like that. So you get that whole third thing, because every call you take has to be praised, which is, you don't want to act like you don't give a fuck, because you do, but at the same time you do have to, get the ball rolling.
We should just play Glorious every time that somebody
exactly.
does it.
Glorious.
That would solve everything.
Glorious.
Let's go with Zoros here. I think he's gonna go. I think he's gonna go with his.
I don't like that.
I don't know. I gotta go to the Z's. I gotta I can't just go from the A's. Because it's not fair. It's not fucking fair.
You're a C, Tommy. You're a C. Fucking Jeff's an H. I'm a fucking V. If anybody would want to go to the back of the goddamn line, it should be me. I had to wait back in line.
Well, I gotta pick up these people. Zoros, you're on the air.
So, what's your opinion on the fact that we're all only here for Jeff's chin?
There we go. Show that chin, baby. There you go. Watch that chin. Show it to you. Stick it out, you filthy animal. Looks like it's like Katie says. Katie says it looks like a big dildo. Is that what it reminds you? It's kind of phallic, isn't it?
Wait until the first fucking groupie asks you to stick that inside, where you're gonna be fucking just. Well, what do I do now?
Strangely enough, I woke up in the middle of the night with the TV on. I was going around the TV channels, just flipping through the channels. Some show came up, and he strapped a dildo on his chin and was going to town.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
His hillbilly chin.
Chin fucker.
Chin
fucker Huffman.
He wasn't big on it.
It didn't go over well.
Sake.
No, it didn't.
Not by the dick of my chinny chin chin.
Box and name it Chin.
What, is Keem in the chat or something like that? Is that what I'm hearing? Keem, I'm not doing this in public. If that's the case,
I don't think he's in there.
I'm not doing this public.
not in here.
If that's it, because that's what happened. I'm not
He's
doing
not
this
in
public.
He's in
Clown should have sent you a DM. We're working on this tomorrow, and I'm not in the mood tonight. So we'll work on it, and we'll knock this out. And we'll get baited back online. But I'm not doing this in public. That's one of the biggest fucking problems I've had. So, you know, and there's Mill Amber. I got to put him on. All right, what do you got, dude? Zoros, do you have anything else?
Can you give Jeff his own box and put a name above it that says Chin?
Get the fuck out of here, you jerk. I'm gonna put Mill Amber.
I haven't heard from Mill Amber in a minute.
Yeah, look what happened to you. Yeah, he was a good guy. He's like in the early days when we were first launching Shot from the Point Dead. Mill Amber, where the fuck happened to you, bro?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I just joined.
Yeah, man. Cool. Well, I was gonna pick you out, like thinking, you know, because I can't take Skype calls anymore. It's the way the system works.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
People were fucking with me with the DDoS. What's on your mind, dude? What's up? And why haven't you been online since September? Million.
You mean Discord?
You haven't been online. I've seen your Twitter account since September. You haven't DM'd me. You haven't said hello. I didn't know if you're alive or dead. The Hillbilly of the Year award goes to Jeff Huffman.
Indeed, it does.
Mill, are you there? Can you hear me?
You got some idiots who are voting for that then.
All right, Mill, what's on your mind, dude? Where have you been?
My Twitter has, I can't use Twitter for some reason. I don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like a scam, so I just deleted Twitter.
Well, I still have you on my thing. Okay, so where you been? You still been paying attention and watching and everything? I haven't seen you in months.
Oh, yeah. Actually reviewed the 13.
You're kind of broken up. Are you doing this? Are you calling me with wireless internet?
Oh, don't do that.
Oh, God. You broke one
You
of
are?
the Tommy C commandments.
I hate that. I hate wireless. Because you're... Yeah, you did. Do you got
Tommy,
anything
after
for
this
me?
call, I got to tell you something.
I wanted to end the podcast by now, but I don't feel like I've taken enough calls.
After this call, let me tell you something real quick.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the whole 13 episodes, and I hope it can be.
I think it can be fixed. I think it can be.
Did you just get a message in Discord, Dave?
I did, and it is kind of interesting,
too.
Tommy.
Yeah.
I'd like to put this out there, and I want you to react to it any
Go
way you
ahead.
see fit.
Go ahead.
Tactician writes, Dave, this is a quote from Keem. He quoted this earlier in the chat. Drama alert, Tommy is milking this for donations. I tried contacting him all day. He has ignored me. But this is the most important
I think
part.
Keem just took the first.
Wait.
Shut up!
Baited is not ending.
Okay, then Baited is not a man ending. So if he wants to call me milking this for donation, that's fine. Guess what? Keemstar, my show doesn't revolve around you. My life doesn't revolve around you. I appreciate everything you have done for me. But guess what? I get to talk about my life, and I don't have to answer to you. I don't have to answer to you if I talk to Leafy. I don't have to answer to you if I say, hey, John Scarce, thank you very much for attempting to be on the show. That doesn't make me a traitor. So saying I'm milking for donations, that's great.
Which is what we say it all the time. What's the big
That's
deal?
great. Guess what? I'm in business.
Dave, we've hoard ourselves on this channel many times. We still do, which keep it coming.
So you want to criticize me? You don't. You're not allowed on my show just because you want to be on my show. Clown should have told you already that we're going to talk this out. Baited is not any. If you're going to tell me to work, you're going to tell me to work. But guess what? This shit ends right now if you want to do this in public. And guess what? You're going to have to wait 24 hours to talk to me. Now, you're going to have to suck it up. You're not in charge of me. You're not in charge of my airwaves. You're not in charge of my stuff. You're my business partner. Act like it. Got it? Good. Because here's what you could do, Keemstar. You can fire me. And I'll be fine. Because I think you've misjudged me just a little bit. I stuck up for you because you were in the right. And those guys, Late Grade and Leafy, were abusing you and trying to come off like heroes doing it. But I'll be fucking damned. Damned! If I am going to not talk to who I want to talk to, not have the opinion I want to have, and be controlled by your personal feelings. I have given you enough respect, gratitude, support, and if it's not what I have done in the past is not enough for you, and you're worried about being disrespected, If you're worried about being disrespected, guess what? This is where my respect fucking ends. You got enough of it. And I am willing to work at McDonald's to prove my point. Try me. Don't go public again, motherfucker.
Woo!
I have. Yeah.
So what's the status of Baited? How do you think that's?
I'll work. I'll work.
Now it might be
I'll
different.
work. I will work. But no one's telling me what to do with my channel. Nobody. You either have helped me out of your good fucking heart, or I'm your slave. Guess what? The latter isn't true. We're talking out of the public. And I'll tell you something else. When you were so concerned about fucking Baited ended, I didn't get a DM from you. No, I got an unfollow. Like a teenage fucking girl. And then, all of a sudden, after your apology, you refollowed me. Our relationship is going to change fucking dramatically. I'll see you tomorrow, Keemstar.
That doesn't sound like a dick sucker to me.
Peace.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town, the king's home, slapping fives, black stones. 6 mile to danger zones, bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated, the evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me read them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it